Similar to the announcement made by CARE. Do you know that a digital ID project is going full steam ahead in the Caribbean as well? Similar to the announcement made by Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Now, migrant workers within the Caribbean and their new open borders policy starting the 1st of October, where Caribbean migrants moving across 4 countries will be required to have a digital ID pinned to a bank account or a digital wallet to work within that respective Caribbean country and their freedom of movement initiative. That is at least those persons who are coming into Barbados, as Barbados has already mandated a digital identity management app to capture the biometric data on citizens and permanent residents in the form of a Trident identification digital card. Now, the other Caribbean countries signing on to the Freedom of Movement Initiative are Belize, St. Vincent, Dominica, all of which rolled out pilot projects for their digital ID infrastructure within their respective countries. And there already exists a process for managed migration within the current structures of CARICOM, i.e. the CARICOM Skill Certificate Movement. And as you can see, only 4 countries signed on to this modern day movement. It's also noteworthy that all 4 of these Caribbean countries are signatory to the Afreximbank CARICOM agreement. And a major point in the Afreximbank's plan is the implementation of the digital ID and a digital payment system called PAPS, or the Pan African Payment System, which will be connected to your local digital payment system. In Barbados' case, BIMPay. Now, the Central Bank of Barbados already regulates an African payment system called Money, which is locally available right here in Barbados. Now, with this open borders policy, this is a precursor to European wealth and African labor migrating into Barbados and the Caribbean. Now, this is the same exact problem that President of the United States, Donald Trump, spoke about. He said that open immigration is destroying Europe, including the United Kingdom, in their respective economies and societies. And this same exact pattern is set to befall Barbados and the region. Now, Barbados has started a serious migration policy with people-to-people exchanges with Nigeria and Ghana, which is allowing Barbados to gain employees from these respective countries.
I just want to stop there a minute. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahaha Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone, who watch over our souls. Shalom to the Yakin who avoided our sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahaha Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 to you all. Stay strong, stay mighty. So yeah, health ministry recruits registered Ghanaian nurses to Barbados. This is so true because when my father was in the hospital, all the nurses that I was dealing with that was attending to him were from this country here, Ghana. All of them. You had one Belgian nurse. She was the head of the department. I could see the level of skills she was bringing forth, right? But the rest of the nurses in there, male and female, were from Ghana. Listen, even not only in the hospital, in the private healthcare facility as well, because we call a home health nurse, right? Because first we sent him to a private facility, charged us a big bundle of money, sent him back home. Condition got worse, so we called another private facility, a home health nurse, and it was a man. This man's from Ghana, is right? And the man said he don't know where to send him home, but he has to go to the hospital ASAP. So long story short, we sent him to the hospital, but he back up now. So all the nurses, majority of the nurses in there, male and female, were from Ghana. So which means that they will have to partake in this digital ID, brother.
especially in the healthcare sector. Currently existing are passport for baby schemes guaranteeing African nationals Barbadian passports in exchange for birthing a child in this country.
Ooh,
And as
oh
we all
shit.
know how powerful the Barbadian passport is. Now, based on the current financial system that we have, African labor is the cheapest in the world.
Ooh.
Based on the exchange rates that we have within the Caribbean.
Yeah, my question just get answered. I was wondering how much these people getting paid, big man. I had a conversation with somebody, can't remember. So now we know. Okay.
And Europe. And the influx of extremely cheap labor, African labor.
Cause I was wondering how come all these Ghanaian nurses in here, are there any Belgian nurses that can do this role? Right? Oh yeah, I know. I remember. Then the master, the what they getting paid can be more than enough for them to send back home to the families, etc. Brother.
Has displaced local working populations across Europe, especially in Ireland, Poland, and the United Kingdom. And this allowed labor markets and job markets to become extremely disturbed and distorted as businesses and the private sectors take full advantage of the influx of state-sponsored immigration and would rather hire a digital ID carrying migrant rather than a local for employment. These are some serious things to
So
take.
you see what got happen there now. You see what got happen, yo. But these people here smart as cat, boy. Yo, because listen, when this ID, the digital ID first, when it out there was a somewhat of a uproar, right? So the government say, okay, you don't have to, you don't have to sign it if you don't have your digital ID. You don't worry yourself, right? In so many words. So now what they're doing now is they're bringing it. Because there's a movement going on now from October the 1st here today, freedom of movement, right? So other people from other countries can come here and work, etc. We can leave here, go over there to work, etc. Because there's people saying they can't find a work here, all kind of can't, right? So what these people here smart as cat, right? So what they're doing now, these influx workers coming in here, they're gonna have a digital ID, right? Once you can prove you have a digital ID, you're going to be allowed work in XYZ area. But the locals who don't have a digital ID, you're going to be removed because you are not participating in the government's ways and rules. This is so brilliant, boy. Which is going to do what? It's going to force you to go and get a digital ID. Now, having this digital ID doesn't mean you have the mark. This is a precursor to the mark. So I just show you how they're moving the chess players in place, how they're putting things in place to corral you into getting the digital ID, and then it's gonna lead to the mark of the beast, which is that radio frequency identification chip. This is brilliant, boy. You saw the master, boy. The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, boy. I look at the countries, the opening borders, man, let it come in. But in order to work, you have to have a digital ID. This is brilliant, boy. Ah, woo.
North from. And I'm urging the Caribbean to guard against any potential overrun of their society. Kimar Stewart, thank you for.
So yeah, boy, we well on our way, boy. We well on our way. I'm looking for some kind of way, something in the uproar can happen about here just now, big man. This is the month of October. Oh shit. 2 more months before this year end, boy. So I'm looking for something to happen because with these influx of workers coming in from different countries and participating in the digital ID, and we, as you heard, the mass we passport strong, we dollar here got a little weight as well. You know what I mean? So you sending money back to Africa, Ghana, wherever it is, big man. It's like boom, that's a good piece of change, boy. It's like you get a little apartment here to stay, a little apartment for like $900, $800, you know, one bedroom apartment. Cause you ain't come here with your family unless you're a big high paying doctor. It's right. So you may the nurse, as you see the nurses here, the nurses, boom, 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 right?
countries, especially
Have ministry recruits registered Ghanaian nurses, right? So let me see it. The nurses here will work for like uh monthly, weekly. Let me say $800 a week, $2,500 a month. I just guessing, right? 3 grand a month, right? Um, let me see say here. Oh shit, 4 missed calls. Uh, you see, I was close. Nurses in Barbados, specifically registered nurses, earn an average annual salary between $38,000 and $54,000, with salaries varying by experience levels and role, blah blah blah. So that's yearly, right? So that's yearly. So if you had a divider, let me see, $54,000 a year divided by, let's see, $1,800 a month, yeah, 2 grand a month, you know, right? That's still good money. You send it back home. You get a nice little apartment. For them, the government would give you could give you a government house, man. You know what I mean? Could give you a government house. So yeah, boy, I get still like what happened there. What I get there,
do you know that a digital ID project is going full steam.
right? Carry current freedom of movement. It's right. Belize, Saint Vincent, Dominica, etc. You know what I mean? So yeah, we went on our way, brother. I just saw this person put the precept here in the comment board here. Or Mark Gibson, the mark of the beast, Revelation 36. It's not the card, it is the chip that they're gonna put inside of you. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You're going to the word mark, it's the Greek word charagma, which is a cut or incision. Is right? Because you can't put a physical card in your forehead. Is right? So it's something they want to put inside of you to have total control of you. Is right? Total control. Anyhow, shalom.